right, welcome back, everybody.
The screech really does hurt with headphones on.
I know. When I'm mixing it, I didn't realize how loud and obnoxious it was, but
get your attention and wakes you up.
It does, especially playing it at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank everybody for hanging with us this weekend. We've got 2 more segments left to close out Parapalooza Fall 2021. Again, thanks for everybody joining us. We got a real special one for you here. I think we had a lot of people interested in this topic.
Yes, it seems to have come up quite a bit in a few of our past episodes or a few of our live feeds and stuff. So, yeah, I'm really anxious to hear about it.
I know, and who better to do this than Miss Candice Norton?
Hello, Candice.
Hello.
So I think you're going to get a lot of attention on this topic because everybody's been really excited about this topic coming up. So,
well, that's good. I think they all should be excited about this topic because there's a few of us out there that actually do a lot of paranormal.
A little bit, yeah.
Yes. So I think it's going to benefit a lot of the people that are out there paranormaling on their balance of their energy, on as well as being able to help the unknown energy.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you. We'll be here in the background. So if you need us, I know you got a video you're going to show a bit later. So just give us a shout when you want that put up. And then as questions come up, I'll pop them on the screen so you can see them.
Oh, you're scaring me, guys.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
This is the first time I've had to bring this out. So
oh, you're good. People are going to love it.
Okay, thank you.
We'll turn it over to you.
Okay. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Candice Norton. I am a Reiki practitioner as well as a paranormal investigator. I have a team called SPIA, which stands for Spiritual Paranormal of Arizona. We are just finally stepping out. We're getting to be a little more noticed. But on this segment, I am going to be talking a little bit more about the Reiki and where I've gotten involved with the Reiki and the paranormal and how I bring them both together. So Reiki is actually an old healing alternative like medicine. It generated back in 1900s in Japan, but in actuality, the roots have come from Tibet or from India to Tibet to China, then to Japan. But when it came out to be the alternative medicine, it was in the 1900s by a gentleman, Dr. Macau. I can't pronounce his name. It's Suisi. So anyways, he ended up being able to use energy by pulling and pushing to help people refocus their energy to help them heal. So during those years, he had done a practitioner mastering of it. So he ended up in turn bringing 12 others who had studied it, and it went out into the Midwest. So it sort of grew. So it's based on the push and pull of energy. That is where I've sort of started stepping up and trying to intertwine the paranormal and the Reiki, is because I actually do Reiki. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I deal with the energy and the centering of clients. And as well as when I'm out in the paranormal field, I use my energy to sort of contact or feel for the unknown energies, and that's different types of level of energies. So my belief is, and since I've been doing this, is I'm focusing studies on different levels of energy, because I believe there's different types of energies out there. We all know scientifically that we've all known there is. Our body consists of energies, and we connect in some way, form of energy by just even living around within the universe. So How I deal with this is I do have a clipping that sort of shows me and my little ways how I connect with the paranormal, with how I push and pull the energy. So if Keith can bring that up, maybe.
You ready for us to play it? There you go.
Yeah, go ahead. So in this clipping, it's hard to see because I couldn't bring it up unless I was taking it off my computer.
Shadowing you. Yeah.
I'm actually at the Shufflin Hall. And in this area, it's a little kind of hard to see it. We are using an SLS camera. And I'm actually sitting upstairs in the masonaries. And I'm sitting in the chair, which when I'm sitting there, I'm usually, I don't know if you can see it, Keith, and up there, my hand's moving.
She can't see the screen, but she is pinpointing it dead on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually feeling the energy that's around me. And I'm picking up what's placed on my arms at that time because it starts feeling kind of heavy. So I read Arian a lot with my hands. And if anybody knows anything about the SLS cameras, they actually, what they see on the screen is backwards from what you're actually seeing on the top part.
Right.
So my arms will start getting heavy as they state. And when that happens, you'll start seeing these other little figures hanging on it.
It's like not understanding.
I do babble. I call that babbling because even though people may not understand it, I'm sort of like just basically, balancing myself between the two.
Right with you. There's more than one.
I made it bigger.
Yeah, right there.
There's a lot.
So I'm basically what it is like I can feel and sense the energies through my hands. So when I go into an investigation, I deal with the different levels of energy, almost like a radar. So I sense the differences of the energies when I go into a building. I detect if sometimes it might be residual because that energy is different from an intelligent to where it's different from anything that might be a little dark. Yes. Do I have a dispel on negative energy and healing sessions? And so that's it. So I do a lot of healing sessions and a lot of cleansing sessions. So my team, when I go in and I deal with a lot of my paranormaling with my teams and stuff, I do require my team to come in and to see me to go ahead and cleanse and recenter their energy, because I believe when you're going in, there's ways you can open yourself up to be able to have the opportunity to have something paranormal happen. Now, it may not be an intelligent, it may be a residual, and it may be something totally different. But every time we go out, it's never the same thing. My team deals with different empaths, so we each have different abilities. And then also we deal with a few skeptics. So because I find that the energies have a tendency of messing around a little bit with those skeptics out there. So using Reiki is a good form of rebalancing yourself, especially before you go into investigations. Being able to open yourself up a little bit more to be able to maybe get a little more opportunity. I have clients that come in here that have rebalanced their lives out. So meditation is one of the better things for you because you like to be able to de-stress, because the other thing about depression, anxiety, and all that stuff, it pretty much puts up a lot of muck, and we all should all agree to that. But I find that this day and age, Reiki is becoming to come out a little bit more, just for the fact of where we're at in society at this moment. What does a cleansing session look like? A cleansing session. So our Reiki sessions, and what it is that when you're going through the session, there's different hand placements that you use when you deal with Reiki. So it's usually a calming environment, and where it deals with peace, serenity, almost like you're going to go into a spa. But however, we deal with the flow of energy through our clients' bodies. Now, traditionally, in the traditionals, they do not use hands upon the body, or it doesn't even touch the surface of the body. They lay their hands above in certain positions to generate the energy through the body. Now, mind you, we do not heal the body. You heal your own body. We just help direct that energy that you are carrying in your body to help heal that part of the body. Now, with me, I have a tendency of, because not only I do Reiki, I'm an empath / medium. So sometimes other things happen. I've had different things happen with clients that was not expected on a more medium level sometimes. But they all each experience a different thing when they're going through it. So there's never no one same. I know that a lot of people feel rejuvenated, relaxed, recentered, especially after they've done a few sessions and stuff. So I will be out in Vulture City. I will be doing a workshop up there with this year, which I'm kind of excited about. I'm happy to be getting the opportunity to be able to be up there and bring it to the table to everybody in the paranormal. Because I suggest that each and every paranormal team gets the opportunity to at least go through it, or have somebody be on their team that might want to look into doing it, because I think it's helped our team out tremendously as far as keeping the energy in more of a stable level when you're going in to do investigations, and it keeps you pretty much focused. Because you go into, sometimes when you bring into friction or anxiety and stuff, it might hype up some energy that you may not want there at that given time. But some people like that. However, I don't particularly, I'm not out to go out to agitate energy. I'm out there to study it. I'm out there to bring back the balance. I'm out there to find the scientific part of it, but without having full negative disturbance. Yes, I do. That is one of the things that I've had a few experiences actually happen. I've had clients come in here, and we've had some serious, few surprise visitors with them. So nothing that I expected on that, but I think it also depends on the sensitivity level of the Reiki practitioner themselves, because I know with me and I've got high sensitivity. I've had experience with clients where I've actually been in contact with loved ones while going through the Reiki sessions. Any other questions? So Is there any questions, guys?
I've got a whole bunch of questions.
Go for it.
Definitely excited that you're going to be in Vulture City, because we're definitely going to stop by and see you for sure. So I'm still not understanding what Reiki is. I mean, is it a form of meditation? Is it a combination of things?
No, Reiki is actually the energy that it's a push and pull of energy.
Okay.
So, when we go through the sessions, and when we go through the sessions, to me, when you're talking about energy, there's really no solid form to be able to explain it. Right. I mean, because it's just space, right? When I deal with my clients, I sort of have to go through trying to explain them to try to get them to, you literally have to be there physically to feel it, to understand it. However, I do tell people that if you would put your hands together, I'll show you this little trick that I used to tell people. You put your hands together, right? And you just cup them and lean them like this. You have the other person, put it in between those hands. So the other person put the one hand between and go up like this, up and down that other person's hand. Right. You'll feel a slight magnetic force when you're doing that.
Kind of like ecstatic charge or something.
Yes. So when you're feeling that, that's sort of that's that energy you're feeling. And that's what goes. And when I'm doing the body and going through your positions, the hand positions, you can feel that. Some people feel when I put the hands positions on, they felt warm spots, cold spots. Some people feel a shocking charge that may be down their leg. Me, when I'm going through the Reiki full body session, I have a tendency of pinpointing if you're having back problems, if the circulation's not doing good in your leg. I just start pinpointing certain things. Now, understand that the fact that me being an empath sort of helps that too, because empaths have a tendency of picking up emotions, feelings from other people when they're agitated. So that sort of makes it a little more, I'm a higher sensitive to it. But everybody's experience is different. I've had clients where they've said that they've felt like almost like a shock, a shock or a buzzing feeling going through their hip. And so it all varies. And I've picked up colored auras off of when they were laying there. I've been where they get into a state of mind where they've gone to a different place.
Oh, wow.
And when they've come out of the session, I've been able to explain to them where they were at the time.
Wow, that's cool.
And they're like, how did you know? It's just, you just put yourself there and have that. And I think it's a fascinating opportunity because I'm still learning myself. Because there's times I'm like, what? I can't believe I even said that. We saw that together. That trips me out too. But it's an amazing gift. And those out there and I try to encourage those who are empaths and stuff to sort of look into something like this, because it helps center them tremendously. It's helped centered me because for the years I've been pretty much with sensitivity ability. I was detected with epilepsy when I was about 3 years old. Oh, wow. So I think that sort of put that sensitivity with my epilepsy a little bit at a higher scale as far as being more of an empath. And so my nervous system is very sensitive to a lot of things. I'm not allowed to do various things, but it's helped me with my Reiki and to understand it more. And so the more I'm going out, even in the paranormal field, because it's encouraged me to figure out about the energies and about how people are reacting to things, because like everybody else today, I agree with the higher scientific energy to the natural energies are crossing, which is enhancing the sensitivities in a lot of people. A lot of people. Because
Now,
I think go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'd say, do you work with the chakras?
Yes, I do. Yes.
For whatever the case may be.
I have a couple different sessions that I do. I do a basic Reiki session, and that just deals with the whole body and the energy flow. And then I have another session. Had a bad experience with the energy of a person. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And usually when that happens, I know about the bad energies. They sort of, it takes a toll on me when I have the bad energies, but I usually have them come back in a couple sessions to fight it and pull it out, because just as cleansing a house, which I do too, it's the same thing. I will tell you to come back until we rid that energy and rebalance. But I'm not just there to do it, help you direct your energy. I'm there to help you learn about your energy so you can direct it yourself. So it's important. And so, yes, I do a session of chakras dealing with the stones, because I've been dealing with stones since I was a kid too. And that I feel is very important, because those stones actually give off some really good vibrations and energy because of the minerals. It's a natural energy. And so using those, it helps tremendously. I've had clients that have been coming to me for almost 2 years now. So, and they know the difference. I guess they tell me, oh, I need you, because they can tell when they have not had their session and such. So,
right. Now, even more important nowadays with all the health things going on, if people aren't into the paranormal, do you think, are there any health benefits to Reiki for just the average person? I mean, because you always hear about the mind is very powerful over your health. You know what I mean? If you think negative things, you're going to be sick, different things. So does Reiki help in that? Can people help their own health, I guess is what I'm saying, by learning Reiki?
Okay. So question is, have you guys ever meditated?
I never have.
I've tried.
Yeah. I can't quiet my mind long enough to be able to meditate.
So when you come from, I'd say like your job, your work, or whatever you've been in besides a regular paranormal, because that's more fun.
Right.
But you come home, your downtime is what? You sit down, you try to relax, and you de-stress yourself by just shutting everything else out. So the Reiki is like that sense of being able to just de-stress. Your wife's like going to spas. They like listening to that music. They like relaxing. They come back and they're like totally jello.
Right.
Right. Okay. So that's exactly what happens, is that you have that your body sort of goes through its downtime, even if it's a 45-minute, 60-minute downtime, because a lot of the times when I do my sessions, everybody falls asleep.
Really?
Within 2 minutes of the session, they're out. Wow. They're out to the point where, because of the fact that I do pressure points on feet, which
I love that.
Huh?
Say, I love that. Is that reflexology or part of that?
It is my part.
Yeah.
Because Reiki has expanded itself through the years, because when I hit the Midwest, we've sort of like taken it in different directions. I think a lot of us has different ways of expanding it to help people. And I just choose the feet because it's our foundation. Mm-hmm. They're the roots, just like a tree. We need to be able to relax. And if you really look at them, because I do have like this little form right here that has all the,
yeah.
right?
I've got that chart.
So the chart tells you and explains to you about all the nerves and where it's coming from, all from the organs, and your feet are very important. Mm-hmm. So when I do my Reiki sessions and stuff, I go to the roots, and the roots are the one thing that when I go through the sessions, nobody even realized I touched their feet.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And these are people that are ticklish. Most of them are ticklish on their feet. They come back through and they said, "Did you touch my feet?" I'm like, "Well, you smell your feet. They smell like lotion now, don't they?" And they're like, they didn't even believe I touched their feet until they realized that. They're like, "Oh my goodness." So yeah, it puts your body in a good state to where you can relax and de-stress. And I believe that people doesn't even have to deal with paranormal. I believe that they've been trying to, some hospitals, from what I'm understanding and hearing, are trying to put the Reiki in there because it's been helping people to be able to de-stress, bring their anxiety down. Now, how do you explain it? I don't have no full scientific explanation. I can't tell you that. But can I tell you that I've had clients that have had changes in their lives? Yes. We will be actually, when I'm at the workshop, there'll be a couple of my paranormal teammates there that I do it on. So they'll be able to express their experiences of what they've went through with me and what I've done and such. So they'll be able to explain their situation then. So
one thing I do know about the feet thing is I used to have really bad sinuses. I had surgery to help, but before that I'd get sinus infections all the time. And my chiropractor had a person that did the feet thing in his office for a while. And I know he broke all the congestion in my head by playing with my toes. And so I know there's a connection.
Yeah.
So doing it with the Reiki, with the energy part of it, that's really intriguing. It's
a lot of
like
people
adding another layer of woo-woo to it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, a lot of people, when I even go through the Reiki, I don't even touch your feet until like literally after I get through the session. When I get to the feet, I don't even touch their feet, but they feel like, what was one of the descriptions, like prickly things going up from their feet into their legs. Like it was like a prickly feeling.
Yeah.
And so I usually, when I deal with my clients, I have charts and stuff. So I write down anything that they have expressed to me and different types of changes, because even though I do it, I'm always fascinated, because almost like the paranormal, it's never the same.
Right.
And so it keeps me studying more and more about it and trying to understand it. However, it is still energy. And that's what it all comes down to. Why I always have the two at hand is it's just, it's a never ending thing. Right. I'm always curious.
You're always learning.
Yes, I have. I've dealt with attachments. I am a very, so I'm very verbal as far as with this other spiritual realm. I do know that when I go into this, per se, an example at the Gila jail, I go in, and we've had a little inmates in there, or whatever spiritual energies tried to attach themselves to a few people, but I usually get pretty verbal in there. Well, and I pretty much get a little vocal to maintain them, and I use my energy to push them back. Now, I know that sounds kind of strange, but it sort of kind of happens. We've had them where they've pulled away, that the people felt that they've pulled away. Now, can you see that happen? No. But even at that, anytime that we're in the jail, or I feel we're endangered of any sort, I always have my sage and stuff on hand because I do cleansings after we go into investigations if I feel needed be with anybody. I have everything, all that stuff on hand just in case, including when we do tours especially because they don't know what type of energies are the tourists are bringing in to whatever they might be picking up and taking out. So I do deal with that, and I've dealt with some very bad energies. Do I deal with demonic energies? I try not to. Demonic energies, I try to completely not have to deal with anything. However, I do have certain feelings within myself when I know there might be something that's just bad. And can I detect it's fully demonic? Not so necessarily, because until I fully see something that looks demonic, who knows to what it is, in my opinion. So, but can I tell you it's a dark energy? Yes. Okay, I've heard wound up clients all the time. I deal with them a lot. I've got a couple teammates that are wound up. Matter of fact, both of them will actually be at the workshop explaining their experience with me. And they are people that don't wind their minds down easily at all. I think a good percentage of my clients have a hard time winding down their minds, but I am too. I'm the same way. The way my work day is, it's pretty hectic and stuff, and I'm on my feet almost 24 hours a day. I really don't sit, so I understand. Your mind can't wind down. The first session is usually kind of hard because people are trying to understand where I'm at, what I'm doing. That's just the curiosity thing. However, if you come in for another session, you'll start understanding, you'll start getting in the groove of it. But there's a good chance you'll probably relax and go to sleep, or you just relax and you feel like Jello. I've not had a person come back without feeling like Jello.
That sounds inviting just for that aspect of it.
Well, my sessions are a little strange because I'm an empath, I sort of try to pick up on how the person may react to the music, what type of music they might be able to have to, their body may react to. What I feel like, which session is going to be better, because I have certain people that can't connect with the chakra sessions.
Right.
And I have some people that connect better with a basalt session. Now, with the basalt session is those massaging stones, hot stones. And how that helps in those sessions is it relaxes that person, especially with more of a wound up mind, to relax the muscles, which will relax that nervous system or your nerves, and it'll start relaxing your mind to get to that point where we can get you on your downtime of what you need. So
this would be for somebody. I'll just use myself as an example, because I can't wind down enough to be able to meditate. I never been able to do that, but I want to open myself up spiritually, especially starting to get more into investigating, to be able to experience the things that other people do. So do you think Reiki would be a good kind of middle ground between where I should go first before I try meditating? Or
I would, because because I think meditation is really almost like someone that's been smoking for years and they quit cold turkey.
Right. Okay.
That doesn't work because your mind doesn't just stop like at a halt. In meditation, you literally have to be able to trigger yourself to stop.
Right.
And wind that mind down. Reiki is a different thing. It's almost like, so if you've ever been to a spa, you can sort of lay there and relax and get comfortable. However, Reiki is it's a health base, so it helps recenter your energy. We also are able to help recenter the spots that might be causing you a little more conflict, to help it re-energize itself. So, and then also at the same time, you're getting that opportunity for your body to just shut down for 45 minutes, 60 minutes, however long the sessions may be,
Right.
to just give you that downtime. Now, music has a tendency of soothing people's minds because it takes you to another place, and it takes your mind off of the stress part of your life, which is your work. And I don't care, you could be listening to heavy metal or whatever. It still triggers that part where you're just going to get where the stress part of your mind goes with work. It's going to take you somewhere else.
Right.
So, when you get to that point and you start learning your energy and being able to understand that it needs to slow down and stuff, then we can start sort of teaching you how to deal with more of your meditation. You'll start learning, well, I need to go ahead and sit down for a while. We're going to relax myself, do some meditation, and then start learning how to shut your mind down. Because I know my clients that have done Reiki for the last 2 years, they've gotten to the point where they can tell the difference with the energy when they're recentered to the energy when they're not recentered. Mm-hmm. They're realizing it. So they're able to go ahead and say, I got to sit down. I'm just going to reconnect myself. And that's what they do. So, right. and they learn to just shut it down, and breathe and meditate a little bit. And so there's been a few factors that I've helped people in, and because I believe in a lot of natural remedies. I'm a natural remedy person.
Right.
But of course, I'm not going to say that works all the time, because we have to have the scientific part of everything too. But the balance of the two it helps. It helps me. I have a medication I have to take all my life permanently. However, if it's a common thing that I can deal with a home remedy, I'm going to do that first.
Right. I agree.
And stuff, because that I believe in what we give to the universe comes back to us. So that is the mother planet of this earth. She's given us all these natural things out there. We should be using them.
Well, I mean, it goes back in our history. If you go back to Native American cultures, they believed in natural stuff. And I think that's why, you keep bringing up the idea of a spa, which I totally agree with you, because I think massage is it's popular because of that, because it's a time you can go for an hour and a half and just let everything go for that time that you're there. And so if it's on that same basis, and a lot of people don't realize it because we just live our daily lives, not realizing how detrimental stress is to our bodies. And,
it is.
And that's why I brought up that question. And for people who may not be into the paranormal, but need to, for health reasons, have to get rid of that stress and don't know how to do it. They don't, other than turning to alcohol or something else to be able to deal with that stress, there's other ways to deal with it. And I think it would be a good avenue for people to go.
I keep telling people they don't understand what it is. So, and I guess, and most people, because it's not common out there yet. It really isn't. We're still, it's there, but not people really know anything about it because it's such an ancient alternate medicine, but it's been there. And I keep telling people it's actually been there for a long time. It's just not out there. And so my company, because of that, it's called NASH, which is actually New Age Spiritual Healing.
Oh, okay.
Because of the fact that this newer generation, I've noticed, picks out things that is new to them. However, has been around for a long time.
Yep.
So, and I believe that we can live in a world to bringing some of the ancient back to life to the new world.
Right. Right.
And so the energy when I do these things is what I call an energy massage. I would say.
Okay.
So I've had a lot of people that don't understand it, but you'll never really understand it unless you actually go through it. And so I try to tell people, I said, if you come to the workshop, I could probably give you a little more understanding on it by being able to be there to let you guys feel some of the Reiki, because you don't have to be laying down. I've been able to detect people's certain spots and stuff by anybody standing up and stuff. So, but it's just, I find that if you find somebody, go give it a try and have that experience, because I know it's not like no other experience. It never has been for me, because each client's been different for me.
Right.
I've done various different things, like seeing their aura, having loved ones come to me, or just even being able to just be able to let them know what's going on with their body, how it's like not lining up, your circulation's bad, So each time is going to be different. But however, I do know that they've never been disappointed as far as going through it, because they've always been relaxed, and they keep calling me back saying, hey, can I get another session?
Right.
Sure. Come on back, because that's what I'm here for.
Right.
I'm not a person that is out there to rob money, whatever the case may be. I'm out here to help you guys. I'm out here to help anybody that needs it. That's just who I am. And I think I'll just stick with it.
Yeah, it works. Do you go? So what type of setting? I mean, do you do this in a studio somewhere? Do you do it like a massage studio, or at your
We'll see
home,
this thing back here is actually a bedroom, but it's my Murphy bed, and it pulls up, so it turns into my office. And I actually do my Reiki out of my house. It's my office for pretty much that, my tarot reading, because I do that as well. And I would like to someday or another probably have an office outside of this. But right now, with the way the things are going right now in this world, it's just best to keep it like at a minimal for those that I can help. So, and that's what I do. I do it at a home. I usually have people that just call to set up an appointment and stuff. And I do just whatever sessions they want. My sessions usually run about 60 minutes. Okay. Although I usually say they're supposed to be 45, but sometimes I go into 60. So, it's just the feel of how it goes.
Are you based out of Tucson? Is that where you're from? Or are you?
I'm actually from North Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, so you are from North Phoenix. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why I thought you were in Tucson for some reason, but
I don't know. I travel. That might be because I travel down there quite a bit.
Could be. I see your post down in Tucson or something. Yeah,
I'm down in Tombstone.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's where that clip is from, Tombstone, up in the Shuffling Hall. It was one of our first visits there, and it was probably the first time my team has ever really seen me do my thing. I call it a thing, because there's no real name for it, because when they go and see me, I literally raise my hands. It sounds weird, but I start swooping it like this, and I'm swooping in, and what I'm doing is like bringing in the energy. And I pull my hands out and I start feeling the energies and whatnot. So on the Shuffling Hall, for some reason, decides, hey, I'm here. I'm opening myself up to you, because I feel energy will open up to who it wants to open up. That's why a lot of our mediums or empaths may not get the same thing. It doesn't mean that they're wrong, because they're feeling something different, because we're all at different levels.
Right.
And so I do. And that was the first time my team probably ever saw me, because I was hitting probably about 7 points off the Shuffling Hall about certain incidents and stuff and the history of it, because I feel buildings have stories. So even though you guys are out there that might be intelligent, I'm feeling the story of the building of what it's giving to me. So, because it has energy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
Well,
I don't know if I missed this. I may have, but do you do classes? I mean, do you teach this?
I do not
do-
teach.
Okay.
That is what the Reiki masters do. They teach. Do I want to go to be a Reiki master? Not yet. I'm like, could I probably give myself maybe I'd rather wait for another few years before I get to that point. I'm enjoying myself just being a practitioner, being able to do the one-on-one to help them. Masters do it too still, but I think they're more for enjoying on doing the training and carrying on the whole alternative medicine of Reiki. So me, I like dealing with my clients and being able to see that I've done a change or made a change to a person. And so it was like, literally, did I expect myself to be in the position I'm in now? No, because it was almost like an epiphany. I just literally woke up one day and I said, I'm going to be a Reiki practitioner. Didn't know what it was until I started. I didn't know what it was. It just came to me and I'm like, okay, what is this? I was coming to me and I started reading and studying on it and got certified for it. And so I've been doing it for a little while now and I am loving every bit of it. It makes more sense to me. I guess when you go through growing up, you're always trying to sit there and figure out what things are meant for you. Right. And I just finally came to that point that a lot of the stuff from the time I was a kid to now, it's all connected. So I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
That's good. That's awesome. So, I think Vinny's wife, Pam, I think she's a Reiki master.
A master?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. I think I heard her say that. So
I know that a few of the people from Jason and Jay, I know Jay and Teresa, they're from Ohio. They're paranormal team too. And his wife is a Reiki master. She does paranormal. Kara and George. Kara is a Reiki.
Yep.
And so, which is kind of odd because I've been doing this for a little bit too. And to me, to even get connected with them before and finding out she has the same common interest.
Right.
That even pushed me more to stay where I'm at. Because I had always questioned, should I be here? Why am I here? But they've sort of kept me going in that direction more so. It's just that I think I am more pushing that the fact that I combine my two, it's somehow or another. And I encourage people, especially in the paranormal field, to go ahead and take the opportunity to try to do the Reiki sessions and stuff and rebalance yourself, because I think you might be able to have a little more of an opportunity to open yourself up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so
would you ever consider doing an episode with us on a Reiki session?
Sure.
That might be kind of fun to do that, to demonstrate how it works. And I'd be happy to be a guinea pig, or one of us can be a guinea pig and jump in and do it.
We'll take turns.
I think that'd be fun to do, and maybe teach the public a little bit about it and bring awareness to it.
Oh, sure.
That would be cool.
I'd be more than happy to. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Without a doubt.
Especially since we're going to start going back to doing pre-recorded episodes now. So that might be something really fun to do.
You're doing pre-recording now.
Yeah. We did the live thing like for
precogs.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got into the live thing because of COVID, but now that everything's opening back up again, we enjoyed doing pre-recorded episodes just because we could add a lot more content into it. We had time to edit it and throw facts in there. When you're doing stuff on the live and on the cuff, just like this, it makes it hard. It makes it hard to throw facts up there and information. But when it's pre-recorded, we have the time to go back and put stuff in there. So
I know I kind of like the lives because it's realistic and it's there.
No, you're right, and the fact that it can't ever be doctored in any way, when you're live,
right?
But you do lose a little bit of content, I think, when you're doing it live. But
I don't know. Yeah, well, see, this is the thing. I mean, my team sort of gets on a wishy-washy thing because I have a team that is based on the more logistics of the situation, because now our team is getting a little bit bigger and now they're getting a little more, we have to do things this way and we have to do things that way. So, but see, this is the one thing about me, and I'm really kind of a stickler about this with my team and my paranormal, where I think that we make things a little bit different, or I try to keep it a little different, is because I am so determined to the fact that I want to have things out there as real as possible. Right. My mistakes, my this and that and everything, because I'm just as human as anybody else is. I'm not perfect. And by all means, I make mistakes and I learn from them. But when I'm out there and I'm out there live, I'm not no techie. I'm not, I keep telling people that I'm not, but however, I do try my best to show that at this given time, this is as real as it's going to get. And this is what's happening. And that's how I enjoy it. And I want to be able to let them know we're out here to just enjoy it too, as well. So.
Well, we have extra rooms here, and being that you're located in Phoenix, we can always accommodate doing a live show, doing a live Reiki session, which might be kind of cool. Might be kind of fun.
I'm for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to work that into the schedule here.
Right on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, cool. This was a great session. I know you were nervous about coming on, but I really appreciate you coming on, because you're a wealth of knowledge with it, and I think it answered a lot of questions for people. I think it was good. It was a good segment.
Oh, I thank you guys. I'm just glad you gave me the opportunity. I'm trying to get myself out there, and I'm not exactly what you call a shows person, because I'm not, but I'm trying to get out there so I can get it out there and help people in the paranormal field, as well as any other field that's around or possible, whatever they need to know about Reiki and stuff. So
cool. Like Wendy says, we finally get to meet you at Vulture City. So that's going to be a lot of fun to be able to meet
Wendy. We just finally need to meet, girl. It's a long time waiting. So I'm kind of excited. I mean, it's been a long time. I've met Marie and Jay Yates. I've known them from way back when. And I was just a little peon in the paranormal situation, just going out and having fun when I met them. But they sort of like set a little bit of the foundation, as well as a few others of where I'm going with a lot of this. And if it wasn't for everybody around in the paranormal, I wouldn't be where I'm in today, because I believe in the paranormal community, and we've all been working together to be where we're at now. And I'm kind of proud of us, actually. So. And
this is a lot why we do stuff like Parapalooza, because it brings people together and introduces people. You know, we've met people that we've hadn't known prior just by doing this, you know. Right. And I think it's a neat place for everybody to come together. Just like you said yesterday, Joey, this is a great platform for this. People come out of the woodwork that you may not have ever heard of before, and it introduces them to the para family. And like you said, para unity is huge. It's big.
And it will always be live.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
For sure. Yep. So, all right. Well, we're about out of time, but I want to again thank you for coming on. It was a blast. It really was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And I think I want to give Reiki a try. I really do.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that'll be cool.
As well.
That'd be awesome. I'd be right there for you.
Awesome. Yeah, I would definitely request you for sure. So,
and your wife, mind you.
Yep, of course. Well, she's actually more interested than I am, so that'll be interesting. But
well, she's already been told she needs to get one.
Yep, she has. She's been told that. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining us, and
thank you guys.
We'll see you in Vulture City.
Oh yes, we will.
All right.
Have a nice night.
Thank you, Candice. Appreciate it. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
I think it's just a fascinating topic.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is.
We definitely have to take advantage of that. Oh, see, she was.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's cool.
I kind of figured as much. So, you still reading it?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to decipher.
Oh, okay.
The
Sedona.
attenument. One and two. Well, I mean, Sedona's the place to do it.
Sedona's definitely the place to do it for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So, all right. Well, that's going to do it for this session, guys. And we appreciate you hanging out with us. Thanks to Candice for jumping on. She did a really good job. She was nervous about coming on, but she did a great. Yeah, she did a really good job.
Couldn't tell she was nervous at all. So.
Yep. No, not at all. So we got one more segment coming up for you guys. So stick around. We will be right back.